And welcome back to me channel. My name is Rusty and this is me channel where I talk, I run me gob and waffle on about me favorite films, mostly horror, and me favorite music, mostly metal, including my own. And welcome to my October 2025 update, where I will be talking about all of the DVDs and I don't think I got any DVDs, but any purchases that I made in October of 2025. So we're going to kick off with some regular little additions to my collection. This is an upgrade. This is The Raven with John Cusack. I like this movie. I had it on DVD and now I've got it on Blu-ray as well, and buddy, my camera does not like that cover. I basically had to turn every light off in the house for it to even show it. It's a really good little movie. This is Only God Forgives, a Ryan Gosling film. I had this on DVD as well, so it is an upgrade. Nice little movie. I do like Ryan Gosling. This is IFC. This is Scream Factory. Little horror movie called The Dead Room. I normally wouldn't get a movie this short, but I did because it was so cheap. Brand new. And I do like IFC, so even though they were lazy and didn't make a very long movie, I think it's like 80 minutes or something like that, I got it anyway. A little anthology called Chilling Visions. It's like 5 different shorts. Well, of course, you know what an anthology is. This is a little action movie, little action sci-fi movie called Ken. Got the 4K Blu-ray plus digital, so that worked out okay. A little western called Blackthorn. This is Sam Shepard. Gotta love Sam Shepard. Sam Shepard. I guess he's playing Butch Cassidy, of course. You know, because it like says it right there. Another little western. A Tale of Two Guns. I do like my westerns. I wish they'd do a lot more western horror, but they are starting to do some. I'm seeing some here and there. Western themed horror. Moving on to a few more. We have Zachary Quinto. He plays some geek that picks up a serial killer. Zachary Quinto from the horrible J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies. So yeah, I was interested in that. This is a little movie with Katie Sackhoff called Tell. Little action movie, you know, trying to be Guy Ritchie from Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. There's so many of them. But that's okay. She was on Battlestar Galactica, so I've always been a fan of hers. She was Starbuck. This is the only Puppet Master movie I've ever gotten. It's the Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich. So we shall see. I saw this and I picked it up. This is the first season. I've only, I know what a freak everybody is for Game of Thrones, but I only watched the first 3 seasons. It was at that time that Game of Thrones had that controversy, where the dragon lady, the blonde dragon lady, Daenerys or whatever her name is, she revolted, and a lot of the females on there revolted because they were they had stopped doing male nudity a lot, and instead were still stripping the women completely naked. And that changes things, and I agree. I agree that it changes things. I think nudity is essential, especially to movies like slashers and stuff like that. But if you are going to have, adult content shows or movies like Game of Thrones, if you are going to have a bunch of nudity, you should have equal nudity. It's very misogynistic and sexist to strip the women completely naked and then you don't even show the, crack of a guy's butt, because the truth is, females don't strip naked for intimacy, and the guys stay fully clothed. And so I just never came back after that controversy and finished watching it. But I saw this. I do know I loved the first 3 seasons. So it was okay to buy this, the complete first season of Game of Thrones. This is interesting. This is Argo. I like that movie. It's a little political crime thriller. But this is like a super... Oops. Okay, so I pissed off the camera. It's full of little goodies. I like little stuff like this, which is why I got it. It's got a little confidential pouch with all kinds of neat stuff in it. My camera is just having a fun time. You got a little staff pass and all kind of interesting. You got a big map. And then you have this really cool book along with the movie, the extended edition of Argo. But you've got this really interesting, thick, hardback book on all the people, the story, the making of the movie. So yeah, I'll put that back together. And that was me touching the wrong keyboard. Alright, moving on to a little more special stuff and newer upgrades or newer releases. Special stuff and upgrades. Of course, I'm continuing to put together and get all of my remastered Star Trek movies, which now my Star Trek collection is getting too heavy. I think it's going to collapse my TV on top of it. But so in the month of October, I picked up The Undiscovered Country, which is the last of the regular cast. I think in November I wasn't going to get Wrath of Khan because I've already got the remastered version, but then I don't like holes in my voodoo. So I did go back and get it, and Generation. So I'm moving up. I think there's 3 left. Insurrection, First Contact, and Nemesis. And then I will have all of them. So yeah, that is Star Trek, The Undiscovered Country. This is a little movie with Ty Sheridan. I am a big fan of Ty Sheridan. So when I saw this, it's a very cool little neon slipcase. I guess one of those little car chase things. This is Slingshot with Casey Affleck and Lawrence Fishburne. Little space sci-fi movie. Some people liked it. A lot of people did not. Then, of course, we get 28 Years Later. Had to have that, of course. Paid an outrageous amount of money for this because they did not offer a Blu-ray on its own. You have to get the 4K, and it was not cheap, but I don't know. I really wanted it. So we got the 4K Blu-ray digital of Until Dawn, little horror movie. Little space sci-fi horror movie called Ash. Got it with the slip to add to the collection. And moving on. Oh, I've wanted this for a very long time. So I was very excited to get the opportunity to get The Sadness. It's supposed to be like really intense. And this came with a little comic book, which is cool. So yes, I finally now have The Sadness 4K Blu-ray. I think I grabbed the last copy of this, you know. It's like you wait till payday, and then you're like, oh my god, they've got 3 left. Oh, now they've got 2 left. Oh no, now they've got, you know, they're on their last one, but I managed to grab it. From the producers of Terrifier 2 and 3, we have Stream. It just looked really interesting to me. It's also got Dee Wallace in it. And, I liked the trailer, so yeah, I think this is going to be cool. I'll probably do a video on that. And we, of course, have Clown in the Cornfield. I have read the books, so I was excited when I heard they were making it into a movie. And I like the Clown in a Cornfield books, and I heard they did a really good job turning it into a slasher, into a movie. Chock full of gnarly kills. Well, oh my god. Yeah. Turn me into a valley boy, yeah? How grody. Gross me to the max. Violent slasher. Romp. Clown in a Cornfield. Very glad to have that. And I got Megan 2.0. I heard, you know, about it. I watched The Apology. You know, the director guy, he did like an apology video for it because, you know, it wasn't near as successful as the original, and he took ownership of that. He said that he took it in the wrong direction, that he should have left it horror instead of trying to turn it into The Terminator, which is the direction that me brother said they went. He said it was still good, and I'm sure I'll like it. It's just that, yeah, I would have preferred it if they kept it more Chucky. Instead, they went Terminator and just turned it into an action movie with horror elements. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, if the director apologized publicly about making the wrong decision and taking it in the wrong direction, I guess I can give him another chance. So I would buy the next one because I think he learned his lesson. This is Trainspotting. This is T2. I love the Trainspotting movies. I did have this on DVD, so now it's upgraded to 4K Blu-ray digital. And I got, of course, the first one. This is the Criterion collection of Trainspotting. You know, you got a nice little booklet that came with it. It's, of course, a remaster of the unedited British version. So yeah, the Criterion collection, Trainspotting, and of course I upgraded T2. I had them both on DVD, but now I've got them both as they should be. Moving on to the last little bit. One of the best movies ever. I now have the collection complete. Philip Ridley. That name always confuses me because we in the horror community and film community, we're always used to the name Ridley Scott. But Peter Ridley, he did 3 movies. He did Heartless, and he did The Ballad of Darkly Noon, both of which I have in special editions, and now I have this in a special remastered edition from whatever this boutique is. Film Classics. Film Movement Classics. This is a remaster supervised by Philip Ridley of The Reflecting Skin. It's got Viggo Mortensen in it. But all three of these movies are fucking masterpieces. Heartless, The Reflecting Skin, and The Ballad of Darkly Noon. And now I've got them all in their best remastered form, so I'm very thrilled about that. It's a spooky, weird movie about serial killer vampires, I guess is the way you would put it. I am awesomely excited about this. This is The Fan. This is one of Michael Bain, from Terminator and Aliens. This is one of his very first movie. It's also Lauren Bacall's foray into horror. This is a stalker slasher movie where he becomes obsessed with this Broadway star played by Lauren Bacall. And so I can't believe they don't have a picture of Michael Bain on the... Oh, there he is. Let's see. He was like a baby. But it's got James Garner and Maureen Stapleton, and it is a horror movie, rated R. It's kind of like a mix between a thriller and a slasher, but he's just obsessed with her, and he kills a bunch of people trying to get to her. And this is an awesome, awesome movie. Lauren Bacall in The Fan, and I am very, very happy to get it. It's a Scream Factory. Yeah. Very happy for that. This is me going to Australia again. I've always been afraid to watch this based on, what everybody says. But I finally went ahead and picked it up. This is the Umbrella remaster of Martyrs. This is an Australian boutique that I've been getting a lot of their stuff from. Pop Market, since Pop Market has started carrying the Australian boutiques. I'm glad I could help facilitate that. Because, they don't sell anything that isn't for our region. And I sent them and told them that, see, Australian actually, even if they put region B on it, it's actually region free. Australia's, all of their stuff is region free. The boutiques, I mean. So I got Martyrs finally. I now finally have Martyrs. Whether I'll sit down and watch it or not, I don't know. This is also from Umbrella. This is one of my favorite movies from when I was a kid. I also just got it on Vudu because they had it on $5 sale. But this is the Umbrella remaster of, you see, I have the DVD. So to get Enemy Mine, Lou Gossett Jr. and Dennis Quaid in Enemy Mine is just fucking awesome. It's just one of those movies from my childhood that matter a great deal to me. I love this fucking movie. And I'm very, very glad to have it, even if I had to get, Australia to do it. This is Blood Moon, whoever this is. What is that, Severin? Yeah, usually, I've got some Severin, I've got some Vinegar Syndrome, but their releases are always like shit. The quality is fantastic, of course, because they're remasters, but I mean, they're physical releases. It's just like this one. It's nothing. No lobby cards, no book, no reversible cover, no anything. Is that, that dude is unclothed, shall we say. But yeah, this is a little slasher. This is from 1989, I believe. It was the last phase of the 80s slashers. One of the last slashers released in the 80s. So I'm very, very glad to get it. And it is Severin. Yeah. This is another movie this is David Keith from the Lords of Discipline. This is when, in the 80s, they had this big rash of military movies. You had Platoon and Full Metal Jacket and Thin Red Line and Hamburger Hill and, all of those things. And you also had a lot of extended military movies. You had Toy Soldiers. You had What's some others that you had? Tom Cruise and A Few Good Men. Military setting. This is the Lords of Discipline. David Keith. It takes place in a military academy and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I really, really loved this movie. So I was glad to have it. Well, like The General's Daughter. Like John Travolta and The General's Daughter. Military settings. And there was just a huge rash of them in the 80s. And I pretty much loved them all. And The Lords of Discipline, when I saw this, I was like, oh no, oh my gosh. This is a Kino Lorber remaster of Lords of Discipline. So yeah, whenever I see one of these blasts from the past, I pick it up. So yes, that does it for October. Had a nice little group of additions to my collection. Thank you very much for your time. I will see you in the next thing that I do. Videos, updates, stuff like that. I really do appreciate you taking the time to listen to me waffle on and run me gob about movies. If you have seen any of these or have any of these, feel free to let me know. Everybody is so silent on YouTube unless they're screaming about politics in the comment section, I believe. It's been my experience looking at everybody's channels. But, okay, let me know what you think about any of these, and I will see you in the next thing I do. Always remember and never forget, you are a very special person, and I will see you down the line.